Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. That's my email address. For your question about this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform, please reach out to me directly. My email address is tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today, I bring you something exceptional, one of only 3 watches constructed thusly by de Bethune of Lauberson in Switzerland. This is the 40mm white gold de Bethune DB25 Jewelry, a watch that features gem set case, crown, lugs, and Lapis Lazuli dial. It exhausts superlatives. Now, the timepiece, of course, from a company that only makes 150 watches a year, run by genius watchmaker Lapis Lazuli, but they do not look askance to aesthetics. They're about engineering, but not just engineering. This is one of the most wearable examples from the brand. 40 millimeters in diameter, it's only 9.8 millimeters thick. From lug tip to lug tip, 47.4 millimeters, with a 22 millimeter spacing between the lugs. On my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, you can see it sits very flat and flush, easily sliding underneath the dress cuff. The watch, explosively colorful, with immense personality, but also discretion, as the combination of the dark dial and the white metal case is fairly sporty, and the watch, being compact in profile as well as diameter, is a timepiece that can actually fly under the radar as well as fit underneath a cuff. As you can see, with plenty of clearance from side to side, I could wear this watch on a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference, so it is also a unisex option. Taking a quick look at the hardware and the software, you can see this right here, a de Bethune factory strap with small alligator scales on the bottom, so small round scale on the bottom, and then large rectangular scale on the top. Semi-gloss, you can see that there is a sheer cut side, a monotone stitch, and it is a lovely cobalt blue. The reason you have gator on both sides on a strap is to make the strap last longer. Cav on the bottom is typical, but it's also cheaper and shorter lived. This is preferable for a watch of this type and stature. You can see white gold clasp, de Bethune branded, and they make their own cases, dials, and movements. So this watch, an all in-house product of a company that has built fewer than 3,000 watches since it was founded in 2002, and it is diamond paved. They do their own gem setting. This is in-house. Along with their engraving, they have the expertise to do this. You can see it's a little bit of a snow setting, as there are different sizes to the brilliant cut gems. The lugs are paved, the bezel, the case band, all paved, and then if you look carefully, you can even see there are set gems inside of the crown and the upper bezel. Very impressive stuff. Super flat, minimal bezel profile. You can see there's a case band that adds some definition, so there are some distinguishing lines circumferentially. The dial features no branding or statement of origin. You know this is de Bethune, and you know it is Swiss. White gold hands at the center. You can see these white gold hands have actually been rhodium plated to make them look even whiter than white. The case itself has the warmth of natural white gold, whereas the hands are bright silver. We have a Lapis Lazuli dial with the mineral elements providing the backdrop of the cosmos, and then the larger celestial bodies are gems that have been set into the dial. Turning it all over, it exhausts superlatives again. We have a movement that is capped with black polished steel plates. Now you can actually see the Geneva waves underneath the plate that caps the barrel bridge. You can just see them poking out from underneath. So you have Geneva waves where you cannot even see them. The movement is a manufacturer caliber, 4 Hz beat rate, so 6 days of power reserve, manually wound with twin self-adjusting barrels, a patented system that cannot be accidentally overwound. You have 1, 2, 3 shock protection springs, including large flanking steel springs that are hand finished. This is triple parachute. It makes the watch more durable, yes, but also more quickly recenters the balance staff to improve chronometry. The balance, which is a yoke of blued titanium and then platinum masses outboard, is patented to reduce aerodynamic drag as well as reaction to hot or cold. They have very little impact on the timing precision or regularity of this watch. There is a silicone escape wheel that allows for unlubricated operation, longer power reserve, and improved performance in between services. And then we have this flat hairspring. It's actually 2 pieces clamped together, and they've been bent by hand so that they breathe concentrically like an overcoil, but they have the thin profile and shock resistance of a flat hairspring. Screw heads black polished. The balance bridge full rounded specular or mirror finish. Some movements will feature black polished screws or maybe a regulator, or a stud holder. Here, the entire movement is black polished. We have traditional high horology finish. You can see satination of the wheels, mirrored anglage a mile wide on the edge of the deltoid-shaped barrel bridge. It is truly a sight to behold, protected by patents and also by the exclusivity of a brand that makes very few watches. All of this 30 meters water resistant, so it's not a sports watch, but then again, that's why you have a DB28 Grand Bleu. This is how de Bethune does a dress watch. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details of this 3-piece limited series.